like, if you have breath, you have purpose. You're not just in here for no reason. You weren't just created just for the purpose of numbers. You know what I mean? You were created with purpose, and that you have connection with that purpose at any time, at any place, and in any season that you're in life, and that all is required is stillness. All that's required is for you to listen. Hey you guys, I just wanted to pop on here with some words of encouragement. Lately, life has been feeling real crazy, right? Like the economy and this whole none of us having a lot of friends epidemic. It's crazy, right? Like, there's a disaster coming in 30 days apparently. I don't know if y'all seen this on the news, but just a lot of God is coming. Jesus has arisen, is what it sounds like, right? All seriousness, it has been taking a toll on mental health. That's no surprise. Like, we are, like, since the pandemic, the rise of mental health cases is through the roof. Like, we know that. But as of late, there's also a rise of people tapping into their gifts, tapping into their dreams, and really bringing flesh to those manifestations, and being disciplined and being obedient to their light. And it's a beautiful thing, and it's almost scary, because it does seem on that opposite end of the spectrum of, like, there's a lot of immediate gratification too, a lot of transformations that are happening, and maybe they're making us, they're leading us to believe that, but they'll make it seem so easy, right? Like, for an example being, you get on YouTube, you see a lot of videos talking about how quickly you can lose 30 pounds. I saw a video that said seven days to lose 30 pounds, and it's like, whoa, that sounds incredible, right? But if we do the math, we know, like, something's not adding up. You know what I mean? And I say all that to say, if you're in a season where you are doing your hardest, you're doing all that you can to be still enough to listen to those intuitive messages that come up for you, and you're still having trouble with discerning those messages, you're having trouble with taking action on those intuitive messages, I'm here to tell you that I know social media, the world, can make it seem real easy, but it takes time. It takes time. It really does. And more than anything, it takes patience. You know what I mean? It takes radical self-love. It takes radical self-acceptance. And if you're someone who has struggled with any of those, right? It now that's also something else. That's a prerequisite to listening to those intuitive messages. So it's a process, and it looks different for everyone. And what I'm finding in my own journey is that the more I listen, that's all the practice I need, is to practice being still. When those emotions come up, emotions of insecurity, doubt, feeling inadequate, feeling lost, feeling unsure of myself, unsure of my purpose, unsure of the world, whatever those ill emotions that come up for a lot of us, when those come up, I find myself wanting to dig my heels into them so that I could be planted and allow them to move past me. Because oftentimes I find myself too easily deterred from my vision, too easily deterred from those intuitive messages, because those thoughts, those feelings that come up are so big that I'm uprooted. I'm no longer feeling grounded. I'm no longer feeling connected. And the again, the practice that I've been doing is just to be still. Like, and it's so hard sometimes because those thoughts, those emotions are so loud, and they've been amplified over the years. And as we know, they can be amplified through life happenings, right? You're trying to progress in the world, and you feel like you're being knocked back several steps. You're trying to improve your relationships, but you continue to find yourself triggered. Like, there's things and happenings of the world too that make it difficult to tap in and to take action on those intuitive messages. It takes so much grace for us to listen to those messages and to allow us to be still. And I just pray that you continue to lean into the stillness, and that you continue to forge a healthy relationship with that stillness, and to know that you are worthy of the silence. You are worthy of those emotions and thoughts passing through your body and being transmuted, so that you can be restored again, so that you can see those messages for what they are, and act from a place of divine. Because to lead a life of feeling tapped into your intuition, it is what makes a life fulfilled. You know what I mean? To know that, like, I'm not acting based on the world, I'm acting based on God himself, because these are the messages that he has shared with me. This is the purpose he has shared with me. You know what I mean? And to know that you are not of the world. You are not of the world. You're here living a human experience, but you're full of spirit. You're full of spirit, and to be weighed down by worldly debris, I pray that you find whatever tools you need to sweep that away, and to know that it may take countless sweeps in a day, right? You may start off in the morning feeling great, feeling awesome, and yes, I got this, I'm with it, I can do anything, I'm capable of anything. And then by noon you're like, God, what is the purpose? What am I here for? What is that thing you need me to do? And to know, like, that's okay. To know that you are being positioned, and you are exactly where you are supposed to be. And that all it is that is asked of you is to listen, to be still, to be obedient to the stillness, and to listen. What comes from that stillness? What messages come up, and not the ones that sound of the world, not those ones.
Please
listen for the other ones, you know. And I pray that you continue to find more reasons to accept yourself, that you find more reasons to allow yourself all the love possible in this world, all the love you so readily give, all the love that you believe the best of the best deserves, that you too deserve that as well. That you know that whatever thoughts, ideas, emotions that make you feel unworthy are false narratives, right? They're false, and you just have to know that. And if you're looking for reasons to believe that you're worthy, how about being here with breath? And I know that can be said so easily sometimes, and it can become so fruitless in its meaning, but to go back to the basics and know that, like, if you have breath, you have purpose. You not just in here for no reason. You weren't just created just for the purpose of numbers. You know what I mean? You were created with purpose, and that you have connection with that purpose at any time, at any place, and in any season that you're in life. And that all is required is stillness. All that's required is for you to listen, for you to be still in your thoughts, to be still in the emotions that you can tell, like, they're nothing but temptations to rattle you, to disturb you, to distract you. Question that. Question it out loud and say, what are you trying to distract me from? What are these emotions? What I'm feeling? What is it trying to keep me from? I'm feeling panicked right now. I'm feeling uneasy right now. I'm lacking belief right now. What would be the purpose of that? What would benefit from me not feeling calm? What would benefit from me not feeling at peace with myself and believing in myself? What would benefit from me not listening to God? What would benefit from me not talking to him and asking for direction and clarification from him, and explore that, and then ask yourself, okay, if I were to allow these emotions, thoughts to pass through me and come back to a place of acceptance, love, trust, believe, what would be powered by that? What would be the result of that, of me being on the other side of these emotions and these thoughts? What would blossom from that? What would be created from that? What would be birthed from that? Ask yourself these questions and explore your feelings. Don't allow them to bully you, because you are in control. You are our consciousness, so you are in control. And I know sometimes it doesn't feel easy. It doesn't feel possible sometimes, because the weight of the world can feel so heavy. Be still. Be still. Allow yourself that stillness, because something is trying to be unearthed. Something is trying to come up to the surface to present itself to you, so you can act from a place of divine. Those raw emotions, those heavy emotions are coming for a reason. They are messengers. They have a purpose. They do, and they're not to harm you. They're to position you. And how you know how to allocate those messengers is to allow that stillness, so you can listen and hear from the divineness within you. So I pray that going forward, that you deem yourself worthy enough for the stillness, that you deem yourself worthy enough to be planted in the divine, and allow whatever comes over you to pass, and to know that you are safe in your body, that God is with you wherever you are, in whatever season you're in, that you are not alone, and that this is necessary for you to be catapulted into your next season. And that you just need to trust. You need to just to believe wholeheartedly in those divine and intuitive messages that you get, and that you know are connected to God. Don't doubt those anymore. Don't doubt those anymore. Instead, going forward, doubt those ill emotions that try to make you feel inadequate. Doubt those thoughts that make you feel like you're not qualified. Start to doubt those. Have a challenge with yourself. Give yourself 3 days to start, a day to start if that feels like too much. If you're feeling savvy, give yourself a week of every negative thought that I have, I'm going to doubt it. I'm gonna doubt it, and I'm instead gonna believe that this emotion that makes me feel empowered. Instead, I'm gonna believe in the thoughts of things working out in my favor, my favor. You know what I mean? Like, instead, I'm gonna believe in myself being enough, that I am worthy. I'm gonna believe in that instead, and I'm gonna doubt all the ill emotions. Give it a try. Give it 2 days. You're worth that. You're worth so much more. But I understand it to be difficult, and you too should allow yourself grace, and as you position yourself to be emotionally resilient, to be spiritually wealthy, and that you don't allow worldly things to move you so easily. It takes practice, it takes patience, most of all it takes love, radical self-love and radical self-acceptance, and starting with that belief that you're worthy for both of those. With love and all the light in the world, continue to take care of you. You are worthy, you are enough, and you got this. Know that, believe that, trust that. Bye.